Hello.
Hey.
Hey everybody,
Hi.
how's it going, eh?
Hello. Hey.
Welcome. This is the first start to Strahd. Finally, we're doing the Curse of Strahd. I'm so excited. Are we all excited in a sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's about
Ready.
You
time,
can
man.
only imagine the joy in my heart right now.
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear
Oh
it.
no.
Oh yeah. Okay,
very
so
excited.
from where we last left off, you guys had just got done in the mines of Pandelver. You had actually freed a whole village from the tyranny of the Black Spider, who happened to be a drow controlling spiders, answering to a higher power, which we can get into at some other later date. But we're past that point now. You guys have been celebrating. Frankie finally comes down from upstairs after being nauseous and incapacitated for the past, I would say, almost 2 to 3 days on the campaign trail. From some bad food, which happens. But anyway, so with that, you guys are currently at the bar of this area. You guys have been enjoying yourselves, along with the villagers, celebrating, having a great night, so on and so forth.
Just a quick point. Maybe we should introduce the new person here with us tonight.
Should we? Yeah, I guess we should.
Well, just so not everyone's wondering who that person is, in
And
case they haven't seen it.
since this will be the first Curse of Strahd, why don't you guys go round table and talk about your characters for a quick second to bring newcomers up to speed. And since you were talking, you can start first, Rude.
All right. Well, I'm Jumble the Barbarian. Bit of looks like he got stitched together from several people, and that's honestly probably not too far off from how it goes. If you're thinking of scars, all of them at some point, yeah. But yeah, happy-go-lucky guy who just wants to help people, unless he's not and he's someone else. It happens at times.
All right. Heather, how about you go next?
So Frankie is a tiny pint-sized little vigilante. Sometimes though she does get scared, so that should be interesting going through Strahd. Uh, Pretty much all I got for you.
Okay. And RJ, you next.
I am playing the Paladin Zildred Pax. Pretty stout in his beliefs. He is very against undead and demonkind, as we found out in the Mines of Phandelver when that ghost showed up. Kind of your atypical vengeance paladin. I guess not your like, you need to pay a tithe to the church kind. He's more of a, do the right thing for the greater good, no matter the cost. I guess kind of your atypical, but not exactly your atypical paladin. And I like to imagine he has the All Might antennae hair in terms of
I
look.
imagine him with the actual personality, which is hilarious to me. But I mean, I still love him. He's great.
Yeah, I'm not
Especially
very good
the
at
whole
All Might.
dead ghost thing. He's like, nope, he's got to go. We're not even going to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to not quite do that with everything, but I'm thinking about implementing like a role for him, like to basically like subdue his seething hatred towards undead, so that way, in case there's any important story hooks throughout, like, I don't want to be like, oh, there's Strahd, just come running in and ruin any kind of plot points, but
Hey, you play your character how you feel he should be played.
can do.
It's your personality and how the personality would be. With that, Josh, your character.
I am known as Mordecai R. Igby. I am a drow elf from Mensa Baranzan, and I escaped the vast Underdark to get away from the matriarchal rulers that were there. I didn't agree with how they did things there. I didn't want to worship a giant spider. So it's kind of nice to destroy somebody on the last session there that really liked those spiders. So pretty typical artificer. I like to tinker with things and create and invent and play with my battle cat mostly.
Nice.
Yep. Battle Cat, Sage Cat. I know he's got at least 3 other nicknames.
There'll probably be many more.
He's a cat of all trades.
That's right.
All right. Jayla, would you like me to describe your character for you so I don't give away any information?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll make sure I don't butcher the last name. I said it's Vanderloft, right?
Yes.
Okay. Her name is Marilyn Vanderloft. She actually comes from a very high society family that is endowed with magic and things like that nature. Unfortunately, there's a certain event that happens in the young life of Marilyn that they wanted her to do, and she did not agree with that. And not to give away hints, but she basically flew the coop and escaped from that life and has been living on her own, doing her own thing. I won't give away her personality wise, but just know that she is currently running from something at the moment, and along the way you may figure out what it is.
Fugitive.
That is as much
Good job,
backstory
Brian.
as you guys need to know right now.
Investigation roll.
Aw.
No.
Start it out.
No.
Page Cat said no.
That's funny. Suddenly you don't remember a lot of things.
Yeah,
How'd that
I'll
happen?
s- I forgot to say that Frankie is a human fighter.
Oh, another human.
Oh yeah, Tim, you're right. Drow character class.
How dare you read my chat?
not? Sorry, I'm just kind of writing down names and stuff. I'm putting what's so I can remember, so I don't call you by your actual name. And now that I have 5 people, I'm gonna be jumbling around.
Jumbling around.
Yeah.
Inspiration point for you.
All right. Anyway, the party again is now celebrating now that Frankie is feeling well and better, and after a job well done and a pat in the back, discussing what their next adventure should be. The plans are: you notice that there is a stranger that was not in town recently that is currently sitting at the bar having a drink. They are blonde. They look troubled, and they seem to just trying to be escaping their own problems currently.
Like most people in bars.
Yes, the typical, except for this area, you've noticed the townsfolk have been jolly since they've been freed. So, but this person seems out of sorts compared to the rest of the crew.
Right?
Well, I not too subtly sit next to her and just go, "Hey, is everything okay?"
What do you want?
Oh, you just look kind of down. So I was wondering why.
And that's your business because?
I just like people to be happy.
Okay.
He means no harm. Hi, name's Frankie. You
I
do look a little
sometimes
bit.
need harm.
Oh, you'll get used to that if you hang out with us. But yeah, you do look a little bit troubled. Anything that we could help you with?
I don't think you can help creatures beneath me.
Oh.
Creatures beneath you.
All right.
Yeah, are we the creatures beneath you?
I'm
Is that-
human, thank you.
Well, that's good.
You will
I'm
be
human
beneath
too.
my heel in the abyss.
Well, with that, you hear the bartender after seeing the awkward conversations being had between his patrons and such. He yells out, "Last call! You don't got to go home, but you can't stay here." And
That's my cue.
begins to start shooing people out of the bar, so on and so forth, that are not staying within there. As you guys know, currently that bar is also a place where you guys can rest as travelers, with beds, etc. So with that, he's like, "All right, well, guys, I'm closing everything down. Is there anything else you need before we close down? You're more than welcome to get your last drink, so on and so forth. But we're calling it a night, and I will see you guys in the morning." And he begins to put cups away and things like that, putting out candles and stuff, flipping the sign from open to closed.
Barkeep, one moment. Could you get the lady
Yes.
a drink, please?
Oh, of course. Well, ma'am, what are you drinking?
I will
Nothing.
be. Oh,
I'm good.
Well, sorry, fella. She doesn't seem interested in a drink. I would just take the hint and probably just go to bed and just whistles and awkwardly walks away. All right. Anyway, you guys all retire for the night. But in the middle of the night, something odd seems to happen. Mist seems to form from around your feet. You roll perception checks.
15.
I
Okay.
gotta get back into this again.
I got a 14.
Ooh.
4.
Yeah, it must be bright in here. I got an 8.
There we go.
Frank, you got a 16. Okay. Marilyn, you are unaware. You were just dowsing. Your mind's got so much stuff running through it. You don't really care about the mist forming. Mordecai, you as well. You're more fascinated with the fact that this beautiful woman turned you down, and it perplexes you as to why she would do that. But Jumble, Zildred, and Frankie, you start seeing this mist. Like, what in the world? Like, at first you're like, maybe it's a little cold in here. Maybe it's just daft. Windows are open or something. But everything's shut. It's almost sealed tight with little air flowing between the doors. So, what could be causing this mist? But before you know it, suddenly being from inside this building, you are now what seemed to be outside a lake. Oddly enough, you can see lights and things from different tents on the opposite side of the lake. You feel a chill and a cold presence around you, not natural. It feels like you've actually been moved from a whole different plane of existence from the one you were currently at. With that, I'm going to show you guys your current location. Can everyone see in the chat?
Hang on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that Sir? Like TSER?
Yes. Sia. Sia.
Sir.
Sia. Now, you are actually on the opposite side of this for the most part, kind of around the edge. So you'd be a little bit north of this, on the opposite side of that river.
Ah.
Now, with that, I need you guys to roll perception checks once more.
I didn't see it, but don't know where it was at.
Everyone but Marilyn and Mordecai. I should have worded that a little better. I apologize.
Still entranced.
Yeah, you're not
Oh.
even focused right
What
now.
did I say?
And
wrong?
Marilyn's passed out. So Zildred, you
I
don't
got a
notice anything going
7.
on.
Yep.
Jumble, this land, oddly enough, seems very familiar to you. You kind of have a feeling that you've been on these grounds before. Frankie, you are oblivious to what the hell is going on, and so is Zildred. You're kind of just like, what the hell? Where is everyone? This is really odd. This is not where we were. And
With a 20?
wait, you rolled a 20, Frankie?
17.
Okay, I saw
Yeah,
up ahead. Okay, I see now. Gotcha. Okay, yep. Oh yeah, you're well aware. Like you definitely know that you've been teleported from somewhere. You don't know how it happened or what could have caused it, but you definitely know that where you once were, you ain't there no more, and this is a whole different place. What do you
Okay,
guys
this
do?
just got freaky.
Oh man, he wasn't right, or he wasn't wrong when he said that we couldn't stay there. What is going on?
You think the barkeep did it?
I don't know who did
Whoa.
it, but I'm not liking it. I flip up my raccoon hood. A bit cold.
Well, I notice the lady whose name we did not get yet, still kind of sleeping. Should I wake her up? This kind of seems like one of those things you should be awake for.
Probably. I mean, I'd like to know if I was somewhere strange like this. I'd want you to wake me up. But maybe we should have somebody else do it.
I'm gonna take a moment to cast or to use Divine Sense to detect any good or evil within 60 feet.
Okay.
I'm kind of like, what the hell just happened?
Oh, there is dark presence, and you can tell right away that this thing is just emanating. It is almost surrounding you in a sense. Not across the river so much, but from behind you, it you can feel it. It makes your skin crawl. It's like the hairs in your arms could almost stand up. It's just how dark this energy is.
Something's
It
giving
is
me the heebie-jeebies in this area.
A lot of heebie-jeebies for sure.
But
Is Casanova awake over there? Maybe he can wake her up.
Did I hear that?
Yeah, you're awake. You were pondering, so
Oh, you talking about me?
Cass, why
Huh.
don't you wake her up?
Yeah, I think I'll try to. I look at
Oh
her with
yes, use your charming wit and
how about a
whatever else you have going for you.
how about a 22 to use my charming wit, my guile.
okay. Yes. You gracefully with
Hey,
the suave of a romantic lover from Spain, nudge her
Okay.
gently, like almost like a rub on the like, hey, or whatever you say. You
Hey,
all will
wake
put
up.
words
Like-
in your mouth. Go ahead, Mordecai.
hey, how you doing?
Mm. Where am I? What's going on?
With that, you hear a voice that you recognize, Marilyn. You are home, my dear. Welcome back. And with that, that evil presence that you once felt is suddenly behind you, with that mist slowly starting to dissipate. As you see a floating man, dark hair, dressed finely in a warrior's garb, you would say, with a cape. And around him as well, you can hear a little bit of a growl as wolves also surround by his feet. He kind of floats / walks up to you. Yes, welcome home. You were probably surprised to be back here, huh? To the rest of you,
A little bit.
a little surprised to see you here, but I must have miscalculated when bringing home this fine creature. Pardon me, by the way. My name is, well, some of you know me, Strahd, and welcome to my land of Barovia.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll history, but I got a 7.
Yeah, you don't know this man at all. Like again, you have this familiar feel of this land. Like just it's oddly familiar to you, but you don't know why.
I would
Nice.
I would also like to roll a history as I'm slowly reaching for Lightbringer.
I'm gonna roll insight just to see how scared I should be of this guy. 17.
Oh, if any indication as to what our Zildred is talking about now as he's going to reach for his weapon, you should be terrified.
Mm.
Am I? I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna. Can I tell he's undead, or is he like, does he give off like more of a magey
I will say that from that presence that you felt with the evil or whatever, it is him that is emanating this, like just out the pores, basically. If he was a shade, it'd be black, night black with this energy. It is insane how dark this energy is. And he
Okay,
kind of sees you reach for that weapon. He smirks a bit. It's like, I highly suggest at the moment I would not reach for the weapon. But if you do feel so inclined to attack me, I will not stop you. But the thing is, I have only come for the girl. She was a favor for I would say a family member to bring you back. And with their help, I shall also attain what I need. But for now, I'll let you explore my lands. I have no need for you. I only did this as a favor to your family, Merlin. So again, I will say, welcome home and enjoy your stay. And he kind of goes along the edge away from you guys, just completely just ignoring you, not really paying much attention and watching across at the people at the camps and stuff. He kind of turns back a little bit and chuckles like, these people over here, they are have been very kind to me in the past, and I've always enjoyed their free speech. They're so free with their emotions to do as they please and go where they please, and I always respected that. Even when they helped me out when I was before the events of what made me the, I would say, man I am today. But enough of that. I am going to retire for the night, for I am tired. I'm kidding, I don't get tired. Little joke. Anyway, welcome to my
neither.
country. Excuse me?
So me neither. Let's stare at him.
Oh, stare. That's cute. That is cute. You know, my dogs are not exercise, so you pups, you go play. And again, welcome to Barovia. And as he does so, he becomes a complete fog and dissipates throughout the air as the wolf pack begins to surround you, growling and such, moving in a formation to try and sink its teeth into you. And with that, I need you all to roll initiative.
Okay,
There you go,
growls
buddy.
back.
Well done, my friend.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
19.
9.
8.
I am
I
so
find myself
You-
like shaking. I've
Mordecai,
never
I'm not seeing
encountered
your
an evil
initiative,
so
or I'm
evil.
not seeing Jumbles either.
Oh, well, I was 9.
Nat
Okay.
20.
9 and at 20.
thought I was feeling better, but all of a sudden I'm starting to feel like I was last night. It's time to go, everybody.
All right, Mordecai, you go first. And again, you guys are on the outskirts of the riverbank. I would say your party is currently lined on the backside of the river with the wolves starting to formation around you. And there happens to be a total of 4 wolves
Okay.
growling heads low, trying to completely circle you against the river, making their moves against you.
Mordecai does what Mordecai does best. He pulls out his weapon, his nice little pistol, and decides to fire at the nearest one.
All right.
Does a 9 hit?
No, it does not.
Oh,
Awesome. Okay.
All talk, no action.
Marilyn,
Well-
it's your turn next.
No, I'm gonna
What
use my
about Battle
bonus
Cat?
action. I'm gonna use my
Oh,
bonus
that's right.
action. Have Battle Cat strike him. But he can.
Okay.
Hang on. 1 second. Okay. And he takes a piercing rend at the one that Mordecai just missed.
Okay. And that
Or
was
21 to hit.
that hits.
And that is 8 damage.
Oof. All right. He takes a swipe at one of the wolves that is trying to surround you guys. As he does so, his claws dig deep into the fur. You hear the wolf howl. Ooh! That was a bad wolf howl, but you get what I mean. Yeah, that's better. Thank you. Yeah, it digs deep, cutting into the flesh. You can see blood start to drip from where Battleclaw's claws had passed through his chest, growling, wincing a little bit from the pain, but still on his 4 paws. And with that, now, Marilyn, it is your turn.
I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oof. I got an 8.
Nope.
Ooh.
Oof.
Still a little
And
shaken up at the events of what had happened and being back in the land, which you did not want to come back to. Your little hands a little shaky as you try to release this sphere of energy and completely miss. The wolves are able to kind of slide around it, a little wary of what's happened, and now even more prepared. And with that, Frankie, it is your turn.
all right. Step aside. Now it's my turn. And I am going to go with the greatsword. 14.
That's a hit. And which wolf will you be attacking?
I can't see where they're. Does it show up on here?
No.
One right in front of me.
There's 4 altogether, and I have to say there's 2, I would say, to the left of you and 2 to the right, and the ones to the right are currently engaged with Mordecai.
All right. So the ones that aren't engaged with him right now, I'll go
Okay.
after. Side.
And what was your damage?
I'm 11.
And you're attacking with your axe, you said, right?
My greatsword.
Great sword,
Yep.
sorry. Okay, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, that great sword, you whip it out, and it is indeed great because you completely behead this wolf. You didn't like its tone, and being a raccoon type nature yourself, you're not a big fan of wolves in the first place, so you completely cleave this thing, just boom, right down. In a complete vertical strike, you cleave the head off the.
I'm a little impressed.
I think this is the first time Mordecai's actually seen Frankie, and he's very impressed.
She's a pint-sized little thing too, but yeah, you don't care.
Dynamite comes in small packages.
It does. Dog.
All right. Well, now it happens to be a dog that was attacked by Mordecai's turn, and he will try to return the favor and attack. Oh, and where is Battlecat, by the way? So I'm aware of where he's currently doing his little no safety dance.
Depending on where that wolf was, I'm not sure which one I was attacking exactly.
Oh, I have it here. So he's by the wolf instead. He's not by you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Else, is Zildred within 5 feet of either one of these wolves?
Yes.
Okay. So I can use with Sentinel. I can use a reaction when somebody makes an attack against when a creature within 5 feet of me attacks a creature or target other than me. I can use a reaction to make a melee weapon attack against it.
Nice.
Okay. So against you though, right?
If I'm within 5 feet of a creature and it attacks somebody other than me, I can smack it.
Okay.
As
Well,
a
by all
reaction.
means, as a reaction, go ahead and try and smack.
I'm gonna try to smack.
And he did miss, by the way.
All right, so I'm gonna roll with Lightbringer. 20.
That's definitely a hit.
Give him a good old whack. Thumping. 9.
Oh yeah, you thump him good. You crack that skull clean in as he tries to attack your now friend that you have made along this journey so far.
Don't you attack Battle
All
Cat?
just boom.
It's just
As
returning
he,
the
as he
favor
goes
now.
by Battlecat trying to leech his claws into Mordecai. Instead, he leeches his head into your light-bringing mace and completely drops him where he was attacking. So
Just
the
the whole
wolf is
swoop.
down. We move on to the next wolf, seeing his brethren being beheaded and head crushed in. He wants to take his head and try to bite onto Frankie's leg for what he has done to his brother.
I don't blame you. I'm sure you're the man's best friend. Come on, bring it.
He does actually, and with that, he's able to attack you and deals a complete total of 6 damage,
Oh.
sinking his teeth into your leg. There's a roll I need you to make, by the way, Frankie.
What you need?
I need you to make a Constitution save.
Oh no.
Eh. Gotcha. 6.
You're okay. That's
Oh.
close though. That's almost on the money.
Damn.
You just avoided lycanthropy. So
Wouldn't be the first time.
oh
For
boy.
her, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, with that bite definitely sinks into your skin, a little bit of flesh, but not enough to incapacitate you. And the wolf again rears back for another attack. We'll wait. And then the other last remaining wolf decides to try and attack as well. And this time he's trying to go for RJ, seeing what he had done to his kin.
Ah,
So, Zilder, make sure here. What is your AC?
it is 18.
Yeah, no. Ooh, close though. Nope. You're able to sidestep that. Like, nope, I don't think so. I'm just going to avoid that altogether. And it misses. And with that, Jumble, it's your turn.
Oh, they're all dead now.
You're done.
Oh, Jumble gets out his hand axes, one in each hand, and he growls something in Orcish that sounds vaguely threatening, and leaps over to the nearest wolf and tries to carve it in half with his hand axe. 26 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Okay. That one gets 7 slashing damage.
Okay. And you come across that axe across the back, ripping out fur and flesh with that strike. And that's
Okay,
24 to hit. That's a hit.
Yep, that's his other hand axe. So, and that is 8 damage.
Oh, yeah.
Slashing damage.
You tear into the wolves as if they were paper, just cutting into the flesh. Boom, boom. 2 simple strikes along the back, opening it enough for blood and guts just to kind of pull out the back, like you were tearing into a crawdad or a lobster.
Nice
Yeah.
job, whoever you are.
Zildred, it happens to be your turn.
There's there's one wolf left.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna give him a good old Detroit smash. Or not. Oh, Detroit smash.
That actually does hit. And this country, or whatever word you're using, that I have no clue what that is. I've never heard that before, ever. That land seems foreign to me.
Oh, for 11.
Whew. Enough. You're using Lightbringer, right?
Yep, Lightbringer.
Oh, yeah.
As it glows, coming down onto the wolf's head.
That wolf looks at that light in fear after seeing the light from itself.
Yep.
And you completely just, and right into that skull. Whew, crack it in. You can almost hear the skull break. And as the skin and everything else just caves into this wolf's head, down it goes, thump into the ground. Nasty sound as dirt seems to fly up a little bit from the impact with the force you used. With that, afterwards, after seeing the wolves and stuff that have been decapitated as well as pulverized, you're able to kind of dust yourself off a bit and adjust. And you kind of hear from across the camp, hey, waving going on from some of the people.
Well, I'm going to try to skin one of the wolves real quick.
Okay.
19 survival check.
Oh, yeah. Nice, clean with the axe, just right along the edge. Not much problem at all. Not much left skin, etc. It's mainly the fur is almost completely intact, as if you've been doing this all your life.
I nod with approval.
Is everybody okay?
My leg's a little bit hurt, but
I'll
it'll be all right.
I got some. I'll go over to Frankie, and with a blessing, I'll give you 5 points of healing through my lay on hands pool.
That feels much better. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Light radiates from your hand as you put it upon the wound, and it starts to heal up almost instantaneously. Still leaving a little bit of marks, but nothing that can be healed over time. Just a small cut, boo-boo.
Trying to redeem myself over the embarrassment of shaking in my boots after encountering Strahd. He's the first undead I've encountered that I have not been able to draw my weapon and fight.
Killing half sentence either.
Yep. Yeah, he fully completed his monologue, which is upsetting to me.
Right.
So first for everything.
Oh, hey, where'd I get a wolf pelt from?
Something wrong with that one.
I hear that a lot.
It's been for a minute, yeah.
Let's just say you retrieved it honestly.
Okay.
So let's address the elephant in the room. Miss, do you know who that mysterious fog man was?
Did you just call me an elephant?
What's an elephant?
I'm gonna use my charisma.
Charisma saving throw?
You might need
Oh my god. One.
Oh, yeah, you're droll about it. Almost
charisma.
caveman like. Just look, No, no understand what happened.
You're just yelling at her. Where'd all my swab go?
Mm-hmm.
Not there.
I'm gonna talk to somebody else now.
Just look down like, oh.
Roll perceptions, please.
Oh man.
What the hell? Okay, 10.
13.
11.
Dice are rigged.
I got a 20.
Oh,
Well, pretty much everyone, but well, even Frankie can kind of you can't understand, but you definitely know someone's trying to get your attention. As you see the people from across the river from those tents and stuff are like waving, like, "Hey, over here! Hey, come on! You should definitely get away from. Come towards the light. It's safer.
Do we listen to them,
Oh.
We
guys?
have food and shelter, please."
I personally don't like the light that much, so
So do we have to go walk around this lake?
You have to.
It's not
Well,
a
it
lake;
was-
it's a river.
River. Okay.
Yeah,
about
I don't know if I can
how
trust
wide would you
any
say?
of
Yeah.
this.
it would. I would say it's about waist deep at most.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I was
That'll be
thinking
hard for me to
wide
get
instead of deep.
across.
Well, yeah, Rinky for you. I mean, for Jumble, it's maybe knee deep, but for the rest of you, it's about waist.
It's like up to here on me.
Yeah, for you, it's like shoulder, Frankie.
do you require the services of Battle Cat?
Can ride that thing? Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can. Okay.
Are you guys
I
going
will.
across the river then?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep Lightbringer out. I don't know. I don't know how dark it is. Like if we're able to see well, but I'm gonna use Lightbringer.
It's just as much night as it was when you guys were out beforehand in the other town before you were transported. So it's
Alright.
definitely dark. Besides the lights being shown from this small little tent gathering.
And I'll hold Lightbringer up as a torch so I can see where I'm going.
Well, they sound friendly.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Let's go. Let's head out
Sweet.
over there.
I suppose we can trust them.
We have
I just-
strength
I
in
did-
numbers.
I didn't feel any. I didn't sense any evil coming from this direction. It was mostly the other direction behind us. Speaking of, I turn around. What do I see behind us?
Oh,
Okay.
it
Yeah,
is like
from the
dense
distance.
forest, basically. Dense forest, a bit of mountain. Nothing too appealing, but like this forest is dark. Like you definitely can, if you can just sense like if you were to go in there, who knows what might occur and try and attack you guys.
Full
The
of
whole
not
the
go
whole
back
thing
blinking
looks
red
like
eyes.
plenty like ambush territory, basically, behind you.
Bunch of
Besides,
blinking
like
red eyes in there.
Hmm?
Bunch of blinking red eyes in there.
yes, all kind of like fading in and out. A couple of hoots from like owls and stuff, but yeah, it's definitely from the forest area with the mountain range behind that. So, and then like the path you guys are on some grass. You guys go through you guys are parting through the river. You make it across. They're like here, and they hand you like some materials to dry yourself, etc., from the waist. So you know, like come sit near the fire here, sit. So they
Oh,
they get,
hey, thank you.
you're quite welcome. Thank you for joining us. I saw you were with Strahd, and that is a rare sight indeed in these times. We haven't seen him out here in a while. It's interesting to say the least. And you look quite familiar. And they point. One of them points their finger at Marilyn over there. It's like I have seen you before, I believe. In fact, I cannot put my finger on it, but I think you were very much younger when you last saw you. From a family of some sort. Name I cannot remember. He puzzles. He scratches his head a little bit, but it's like but you look tired, and here, just sit near the fire, warm yourselves, dry off a bit, and we'll have a little bit of food and some merriment, and then I will show you to our elder, Madam Ava. She is our fortune teller. She should be able to maybe help you along your way. For now, just to relax a bit. And the people begin to gather around, and they're sharing their food and things with you and chatting, and they seem very high spirited and kind of upbeat for the most part.
Okay. Thank you.
Hmm.
You're
Could use
welcome.
some
You're welcome.
relaxing. Yeah.
And again, like these, like the man that had seen you, Marilyn, is still like kind of just like takes a couple of double takes, like so familiar, but again cannot picture the face since you've aged. Anyway, so they continue on.
Guy sounds kind of rude.
You don't know anything about this place, Marilyn. You're unawares of where we're at.
No, I don't know what they're talking about.
Can I roll a
Yeah,
perception
well-
check?
I think it's insight for lies.
Yeah, it would be
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah. I rolled a 10 for insight.
Oh,
Yeah, you're gonna take her at face value.
I rolled a
And
natural
Zildred,
one.
even more, like her words
I'm
almost
complete-
bond at
I'm
this
completely
point. So you're just like, yeah, it checks out.
Completely convinced that she's telling the truth.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
you wouldn't know otherwise.
About a nat 20.
Mordecai, you know something's up. You've known something is up since you've questioned her 3 times now, and she's not giving you a straight answer. Frankie,
not
again,
knowing
you're
anything.
just like Zildred. You're taking it word for bond. Like, no, make it.
Yeah,
It
okay,
tracks. I
alright,
believe
this-
it.
This chick's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not doing
Yeah.
anything. I mean, they attacked her. Like, I mean, why would you lie about
Yes.
being here?
Yeah. All right. You're all right. You're right.
And as the night goes on, you guys are celebrating happy time, so on and so forth. An older woman you see peeks out from this tent. It's a colorful tent. As you notice, like these people are also dressed to the fullest. They're bright colors. I mean, compared to the way the land looked when you first got here, that dread and fear you had felt, Zildred, these people are like almost the opposite of that. They're just bright and exuberant, and full of life for some odd reason, and they're just having a great time. Their tents are colorful. The whole they are just traveling and just having just a good old time wherever they go. And there's dancing. They're playing instruments and tambourines and stuff, and just just enjoying themselves around the fire and sharing stories and laughs and food with you guys. And
I'm gonna try to
It's just a
dance
good
with
time.
them. Oh wow, a nat 20.
oh
I'm dancing.
man, like the girls are just hooting and hollering, and as well as some of the men as they start to play a little bit, pick up as they see this giant jumble just sitting there just getting his groove on with everyone else. And you're almost like, it's oddly enough, like you're starting to pick up their own like dances as they're twirling around, like you're figuring out how to twirl around yourself, and it is almost in sync, in unison, like a dance number, and it is crazy.
Well, the big guy's having fun at least.
No.
I didn't know I
My-
could
my-
dance.
My hood off.
I cannot believe your friend here is such a great dancer. This is amazing. The Vasanti
I
have
can't
not
believe
seen
it
this
either.
kind of dancing in so long. You are almost natural, like one of us, I would say.
I always thought I had 2 left feet.
No, my friend, you have the feet of an angel.
Oh wow. Wait, shouldn't I have wings on him then?
God. To speak of speech, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No worries, my friend. He takes a big swig of wine. Ah! Anyway, so the gentleman that had eyed Marilyn before is now it's like, please have your party come to Madame Ava's tent. She would like to have a word with
My party. I don't even know these people.
us. That's weird
Hi,
because the way
Marilyn!
you guys were fighting earlier, I could have swore that you actually traveled together. I'm sorry, my apologies, but still, she would like to see all of you.
Fine. I suppose they want to see us. Ugh.
Oh, well, thanks for the formal invitation.
Yes. Come, please. All right, so yeah, after the dancing and celebration of the light-footed jumble over there,
Is he still dancing?
maybe part of you is Basanti. I mean, we don't know. Anyway, there you're ushered in, and Madam's like, please, come in. And there's some seats. They're kind of elaborate. It's a very beautiful tent. There is just so many like little lights and things like that, and candles, and a nice big crystal ball in the center of the table. Some tapestries and things like that around the entire tent. Like this is definitely like very elaborate, beautiful rug as well for you guys to
Ah.
stand on with these nice chairs. She's like, yes, take a seat, please. I have words I would like to speak to you.
Okay.
And as she does so, she kind of
Right.
shaky points because he's a little older. It's like, you, why are you back here? We helped you before. I do not understand.
Everybody seems to know you but us.
Crazy.
Curious.
Small world.
It was very, very long ago. You were so young then. It is nice to see you grow into such a pretty, beautiful woman. She smiles as
you.
she's pointing. Like, anyway, it is odd that you have come here at this time. For it is a land currently in a little bit of chaos at the moment. There seems to be somewhat of a power struggle at the moment. As there are some people trying to take back this land from Strahd, and it is currently a bit of a, I would say, dicey for us. So we actually will be leaving for a short time until things have calmed down. But before we go, I feel I should read your fortunes. I am a fortune teller myself, and I can bring you great fortune and luck along your journey. I feel you're trying to make it back. No, you do not want to be here in the land of Barovia?
Definitely don't want
uh,
to be here.
I don't know.
From the
There's
bright
been some
light,
nice people so far.
I can. Yes, I mean, us as the Vasanti, we are all very. Are you rolling insight on this or on her?
Let's roll an insight on the fortune teller. See if she's legit or not. If I really believe it.
Oh yeah, I mean, she's 100%
Seems like the real
legit.
deal. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she doesn't mess
Fortune-
around with this. She's been doing this for a long time, and actually,
Fortune.
fortunes. Do not tempt the cards, my dear. And she points at you, like I would
Frankie
be
crosses her
careful.
arms.
There are some things worse than fortune. We are also known for giving curses as well, and they are not to be trifled with, dear. Now, anyway, I would like to read a bit about your lives for a second, and then I am going to draw a card, and this card will help guide you on your path throughout this land, I hope. And as she does so, I need you guys to open up your letters, please.
I'm not gonna
What do you
lie.
got him?
This lady's she's horrifying looking. They're weird, like skeletal chicken claws, and
Oh, there's some worse ones than that. I just picked that one because she had a cigarette. I'm like, that's legit. She gives off that like older, like she's been around the block for a while.
Oh,
Ooh, I
does
wonder
she-
what that could be.
Does she have a name, by the way?
Zoom in.
She does. She is Madame Ava.
Oh, it's not Miss Cleo.
Yes. Thank you for that accent. Yes, please come in. Call me now. Great to see you all.
Oh, mine's backwards.
My Jamaican accent's horrible.
The old
But the
Bolton
right
grinder.
price, I'll help you out. It's no. I'm too stuck in this. The Barovian accents. I'm trying. Ooh, Barovia. That Heather was yours letter, but now it so.
That's all right.
Yeah, actually,
Yes.
we got something for you though.
I
Don't
am
worry
Heather
about it.
now.
We got you taken care of.
I am
Oh,
the
you're
Heather.
now.
That's right, my name's Sarah.
That was my
She's
sister.
Sarah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
You got
Josh is
my
me.
sister. All right. Anyway, so you guys have another card in there as well, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Which one of you has one with a crown?
like in the corners.
Yes.
Yeah, I
You
do.
Say it right.
Okay.
Nope.
I want you to wait. That being said, please, whichever one of you, other than your friend there, I need you to stay a moment. Please come forward. Heather, you as well, since you're crossing your arms, she doesn't want you near her either. So since you want to be so superstitious about it, she'll wait for you for last. She's got something for you.
Fine.
So you know what? Merlin. That was your name. Yes, Merlin. Please come forward.
Okay. I don't want to anger you.
No, You know about that. Yes, you were always such a polite.
Sorry.
But so, and she hums a bit. Puts her hands around this crystal ball, and as you can sign to see, like some smoke start to swirl within inside, darkness and clouds and things like that. Colors, different colors, etc. You can't make out any images, but there's definitely can tell that something is happening. She's like, you have a troubled past. You've tried running from your family, not quite what they seem wanted from you. You made a deal with someone, almost omnipotent being, but not quite sure what. They helped you. You came to us and you were able to escape, and now you've returned. And because of this, you may be forced to face these forces that you ran from so long ago. And with that, please show me your card.
I don't know if you can see it with the thing. It's a
What?
rogue.
Oh, the card itself is Rogue.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm writing this down just so you guys know. The Rogue. Very interesting. This is not a bad card to say. But what would mean for you, who knows? You.
I thought you would know.
Hmm. Only you will know when the time is right.
Mm.
I can only say that these cards are important. Now you, the young drow, please come forward.
Okay.
You also have ran from a land. You have a dark past as well. You were part of something.
Yeah, it's very
making
dark
of
down there.
Yes, drow do live in caves. But you were also you helped someone. You weren't in total agreement about what you were working on and crafting, and you escaped from that life, but it seems to follow you now as you try to make amends for it, no? Anyway, with that, let me
Yes.
read your card. So let me see your card, please. Ooh. Okay.
The missionary. There we go. Pesky ring light.
Missionary.
Okay.
Interesting. Very interesting. Now, the tall. I need you to come forward, please. You, from what I have seen, you have quite the dancing feet, no?
Yeah, I was surprised as anyone.
Indeed. You are full of surprises, if I am to be correct. In
Yeah.
fact, I sense from you all kinds of things. Different life living in one body. So many things floating around, not quite one voice, but many. I am seeing creation, not quite made of normal circumstances. You, uh, you are familiar with this land. It is almost a home of your birth, but you are not quite from here as well, as you are made of so many things and different beings. It is hard to get a read on just one. But the person you seek, the person who gave you life, they are here. They are here somewhere. I can read no more, for there are so many voices. But please, 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 let me draw your card. And with that, give me your card, please.
Come on. The priest.
Priest. An interesting card for you indeed. Yes, priest. Quite interesting. Now, you, the Holy One, you may play an important part in all of this. Come forward, please.
Is that me? Am I the
Yes,
Holy
yes,
One?
of course. If you cannot tell, you may be in trouble more than I thought.
Yes. I sense great evil. Not
Oh,
from you, but from this place.
yeah, you are correct in thinking so. For you, I will tell you this. This land is currently a part of Strahd himself. For on the battlefield, he made a pact in which so He gave something to gain something, but the thing that he gained, surprisingly, though the power to govern this land causes him to live eternally, and he cannot leave. But in doing so, he also chooses who may pass and who may go, except for, of course, us, the Visan. For we have been granted the gift of coming in between planes of this Barovia, as well as others. But you, my friend, you have a relic, a holy relic that. Am I mistaken to think so, eh? You have a weapon of light, of power, and a very powerful one indeed, my friend, for that type of light, that the god itself from which you gain this power from is a powerful ally in this area. And having this ally will mean great things for you. Please let me draw your card.
Dun, dun, dun.
That is the executioner.
Executioner.
Oh,
It looks.
I almost wish I had
horrifying.
not seen that.
Me too.
I bet. Oh no, guys.
His eyes are stitched shut. There's a noose in the background. It doesn't bode well.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Oh yeah, sunshine and rainbows, always executioner. It is one of the. It is a great card. It's a great card. She kind of goes, "Eek," like kind of shrugs her head, like, "Oh no." Now the skeptical one, you here, and she snaps her fingers and points at the seat in front of her.
All right, I'm coming. All right.
Now, I notice you don't quite know your past yourself. Skeptical, unsure of others. You are not been in a group for some time, and yet you want to also show the strength that you exhibit and what you can bring to the company that you keep. And in doing so, find strength in others. With that, I am going to give you something unique no one else has. With that, I am going to let you draw from my deck. Now, Heather, I'm going to hold these up. I know you can't really see that well, unfortunately. But I'm going to number them, and I want you to pick a number, okay? Let me count these real quick. 1, 2, 9, 10, 11, 13. Exactly. Ooh, a lucky number for you. For these are the remaining of the high deck, and from which I draw the final card, which may seal or enlighten your path. Which number would you like me to draw?
13 usually is my lucky number, but I'm going to go with 10 today.
Yeah, 10, okay. And with that, she pulls. And the card is. Can't hard to see, but it says. Come on.
Almost.
Almost got
Reach
it.
for it. It's magic.
Nope.
It's Innocence. This is what's on the card. I'm trying so hard right now to get to work.
Saw it briefly.
Yes, but that is the woman. And the title is Innocence. Innocence. Interesting. To go with the execution. Indeed. It is quite an interesting card to have pulled. You have chosen well for someone who does not believe in such things.
Maybe I believe a little bit.
Now, I'm going to give you some help. There is a home you must reach. Not far from here. It is a little distance. You will be traveling through an area quite well known to you, Marilyn and Ford. Though I do suggest that you try to avoid contact there. It is a village you do not want to stay in long. But once you pass that village, you will come upon a home. A home that will have some of the answers you may need in order to guide you out of this land or to free this land. I leave the choice to you. I know at least one of you does not want to be here. And with the current happenings and the war that is about to ensue, I am not so sure that you want to be here as well. Now, I tire, so please leave. And Marilyn, I do wish you all the luck. And afterwards, she stands up and kind of walks out from the back of her own tent.
Cryptic.
Bid adieu and step out of the tent.
Yeah, she's already gone.
Once
Once she said to leave, she was standing up and just
Yeah.
walked out the backside.
Thank you. I call out and I turn around to leave as well.
Could I do
Yeah.
like a investigation or something on like the meaning of the executioner, or like a religion check or something?
On the executioner card itself.
Yeah, to find out what
I
it
can tell you a
means.
little bit about it.
She just gave me like a, "Ugh," and then
He
left me
between you
hanging
type
on the
feel.
executioner. Yeah, I guess I'm not sure what type of check I should make.
Hmm.
What do you know of what's your like background in terms of looking for things? Is it magic? Do you do religion?
Religion is my thing. Like
Religion is your thing, huh?
sussing out evil and demons and devils.
And yours you said was it's executioner. If I'm
Yep,
Yeah.
executioner. I'm just curious why she's like shuddered at it.
Maybe
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a
those
delightful
kind of rainbows.
surprise.
I highly doubt that, but yeah, maybe.
I'll attempt a religion check at it. Oh Lord, 5.
Religion's your thing, huh?
Yep. The static in Barovia is throwing off my religion perception.
Oh,
Nope. Not a clue.
I really
I
don't know
will
what
say
to
this
make.
though to the party. At our next meeting, I will be putting all the information that you guys need as to needs to be who needs to be sought out, where to seek them out, along with some other events as well. And you'll be hearing it from an unusual source. But for now, I have to be very tight-lipped. Those
Hmm.
cards
Oh.
predict a lot of elements that are going to happen in the story.
Huh.
I like
He
the
talks in a lot of riddles. I mean, being more than one person, how does that work? Yeah, it don't make no sense what she's saying. I mean, really. Hey, where'd my card go?
As you are talking amongst yourselves and things like that, pondering the information that you have gained and the past that has been put upon you, you hear more cheers from coming outside the tent as they are calling for Jumble, the Dancing King. Dancing
Oh,
King, Dancing King, Dancing King, Dancing
boy.
King.
Well,
Calling for ya.
oh boy. Hang on. I have something that can help me out a little. All right, knowledge from a past life. Roll a d6. I'll add that. Okay, I got a 6 on performance. Bit of a letdown from what before.
Oh, they don't care. They are 3 sheets to the wind, and even your stumbling is amusing to them.
Jumble
They're
stumble.
still just as thrilled to see you dance.
Stumble.
The jumble stumble, yes.
Jumble stumble.
We're making a dance move. Oh yeah, you're getting it. You're doing that like Tobey Maguire thing where you put your hands on your hips and stuff, and that weird like that when you walk out the doors. Oh yeah,
Oh,
they're
I was
loving
going
every
for
minute of it.
Thriller.
Oh yeah, do the Thriller dance. They're trying to mimic you, but they don't quite understand how you're doing that. Like it's weird to them, but they love it. They absolutely love you.
Well,
Okay.
he's a fan favorite. That's a good thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Vasanti love Jumble with his smooth moves. Anyway, as you guys carry on for the rest of the night and things like that, as it goes a little later, they offer you to stay in one of the tents. They give you some of the provisions and things like that to sleep, some sleeping bags, etc. If you guys don't have that kind of stuff on you, they welcome you. Of course, they do split up the women from the men, so that way it's separated, whatever. And a lot of them start to begin to retire and things like that, putting out the fire, putting things away. So as the night carries on, they're going to crash.
I don't get my own tent. Ugh, fine.
They must sleep with the peasantry.
The rest of us swine.
Well, she is kind of small. I guess she doesn't take up much space.
Ah,
Indeed.
just wait.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, as you retire for the night, you sleep soundly like babies. Surprisingly, in this land, even though as dark and dreary as it may seem, you're able to sleep very well around the Vasanti. With that, you wake up in the morning, and as you exit your tents, you realize they're no longer there.
People are now
The-
are the tents.
Aw.
They're all gone?
There are no tents besides the two that you are currently in.
They just left their tents.
Yes.
Oh, what?
And oddly enough, it's as if they didn't even pack. Like you heard nothing in the middle of the night, nada. It's just like just magic. They just gone, like as if they were never there. All that you see of the remains of where the Vasanti once stood celebrating is nothing more than a campfire.
I'm
Hey,
gonna
Rumi, what's going on here?
I don't care. Why didn't you warn me?
I'm gonna check my belongings. Are they all there?
Yeah, nothing was touched.
Huh. That's kind of rude and weird.
I
Huh.
thought you had a following. Now they're gone.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they were nice people.
15 minutes of
Oh.
fame, my friend. 15 minutes. That's all.
Guess Jumble didn't stumble enough.
Nope. You do hear like a
Wow.
small voice, and again, this is Madame Eva from almost like a whisper in your mind. Is go towards the house. Start from there. Outside, you will know when you reach. And it like whispers in the wind, then gone. And as you look around, you notice that surprisingly enough, even though it's morning and there should be a sun, there is none. Dark clouds, gray, very depressing looking.
Much better. I can see.
Yeah, the whole aura of this place is just sad. Oddly sad.
Feeling
Well,
really bugged out.
Well, no sense letting a good tent go to waste. I'm gonna try to pack up the tent a little. Oh,
Yeah.
wow. 23 survival check to pack this tent up.
Oh yeah, just like when you skinned that wolf or whatever personality did, you're just like natural. Like again, like part of you has done this before, and it's almost weird how naturally good you are at this. You pack it down without much effort. You actually make it small enough to where you would almost think that you weren't even carrying a tent. It is folded and put together so well.
All right. Don't quite like how we got the direction, but at least we got directions, so might as well follow them. Unless Miss Marilyn has any information that could help us.
I need to get out of here. So I'm going to follow the directions. You guys can follow me if you'd like. You seem like you can be of some help, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, I will
Well, all
follow.
right then.
And before you can step foot in your adventure, you hear the sounds and moans from the tree lines alongside the river, and now on the opposite side. They're not normal moans. They're not the sounds of someone waking up in the morning groggy. They are the sounds of someone that, for odd known reason, seems to almost have no mind at all. As if more of a walking corpse of sorts. I need you guys to roll perception checks.
Don't like this.
Eight.
13.
18.
Did a little better.
19.
What'd you get?
19.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you guys are able to deter that these are not normal moans, not just some people out in the woods or animals. This happens to be something of dark nature. And suddenly, but yet not so suddenly, almost like dully creeping, slowly annoying creeping, what looked to be somewhat decayed flesh bodies come out of these woods towards you.
Ew.
They
I'm
try to
gonna
speak, but there are no words, gasps of air that lungs no longer fill as these corpses move towards you.
I'm
I
gonna
haven't
draw
even
a
had
light
my
bringer.
coffee yet.
With that, I need you all to roll initiative.
19.
14.
I also have 14.
Who has the high
20.
initiative bonus? That would be you, Mordecai, so you'll be going first.
I got a 20.
Okay,
I got 18.
nice.
20, 19, 18.
Well, with that, Frankie, you're up first. Now,
let's-
from if you remember where that tent area was, you are currently by that fire, and again, they're coming along by that path next to you. So by those trees where the wagons once were, that's where the zombies are coming from.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over by the wagon and then jump down with my sword and.
Well, I'm saying there's no wagon there. Again, like everything is
Oh,
gone
it's all,
except for where that
everything's gone.
fire was.
I
But
gotcha.
in terms of seeing where the image is, in terms of map wise, that's where they're coming from. Is that tree line?
Okay, so I'm gonna head over towards that way and go at the first one that's closest to me
Okay.
with my greatsword again. 13.
How many do we see?
There's about 4 of them currently.
4.
That's a
Okay.
good question. A 13. Does that
Notice
hit?
on the currently
Yeah.
that does hit.
Right.
6 damage.
Yep.
You bring that great sword into their flesh. Oh, you hear kind of a wince, but it's not a pain of just air escaping. And even though you do get a nice chunk into that shoulder, they're still standing and moving almost as if entranced, unable to do anything but. And with that, Jumbo, it is your turn.
Right. Let's see. I do a quick history roll to recall information about undead, and thanks to my ranger, I can do that with advantage. So 19 history check to recall information about things like this.
You definitely can tell with their knowledge from one of your past or your selves that this is a zombie.
Ah,
They are
all
immune
right.
to poison, and that's about as much as you know.
Well, I doubt any of us really have poison, so I'll just go for the usual and get out the great sword.
No, it's not. They are immune to poison. That's what I'm saying. That's their immunity,
Well,
not their
yeah,
weakness. So
I mean, I don't think anyone really uses poison here to begin with, so.
no.
Yep.
Well, by all means.
All right. I get out the great sword and leap over, and all right, fellas, time to put you down again.
Riveting
16 to hit.
response.
Thank you. I've been practicing. Yes, it hits.
Okay, and 14 slashing damage.
14 slashing damage.
Yep,
And are you going for the same one that Frankie currently has put a blade into, or a separate one?
separate one.
Okay.
Try to divide their attention.
Gotcha. Oh, you definitely do. You go in even deeper than she did, but it still seems to be standing, though taken back quite a bit. It's trying to get back on it's a little bit wobbly, but it's still not down. As now the shoulder kind of hangs like awkwardly. It almost at his waist section now. And with that, Zildred, it is your turn.
All right. I will charge the one next to Jumble. Bringing out Lightbringer and
Mm-hmm.
attempt to hit him with a Baldur's Gate Smash.
Okay, and this is radiant damage, right?
Yep. So yeah, as long as I hit them, well, Lightbringer gives me, I'll do an additional D6 radiant damage to them.
Yep.
Does a 20 hit?
Oh yeah, it does.
All right. So here's the first bit of damage. So 12 plus
Stop being on screen, rude.
12 plus so 13.
I'm
We
just
all want the
kidding.
pretzels.
I can't say nothing.
13 radiant damage, or 13 damage, and then 1 radiant damage.
Okay, and which zombie are you attacking?
Say the one to Rude's or Jumble's left.
Okay, it's not the one Jumble attack, but to the left of Jumble.
Yep. Yeah, I want to situate
Okay.
myself so that way when that one attempts to swing at Jumble,
You're ready to go, so
yeah,
you
I
can
can
do your
reaction-
Yep, makes
reaction
sense.
smash.
Reaction smash. Okay. The radiant damage takes this thing back. Like now, the zombies are well aware of what you do, and that hurt a lot. The oomph, you can see like almost a light kind of shine from where the mace had struck into the chest, and you just see like light kind of radiate a little bit out of the chest as it caves in quite a bit as they're taken back. Almost, if they had a mind of their own, they would be like, "Wow, that's insane." But with that, Marilyn, it's your turn.
Just you don't hear me crunching when I eat those things, do you?
Oh, they're so
No.
loud. No, I don't hear anything.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah, just
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah,
man.
it's like
That you hear.
Yeah.
Are you crunching?
Yeah. You're
No,
not
I don't
allowed to
hear
eat,
it.
Brian.
I know. I'm obnoxious. Go ahead, Marilyn.
Okay, I want to cast Eldritch Blast, but I want to cast it at a zombie that is not near anybody else in the party. For now.
For now.
For now.
For meow.
For now.
For
Wow.
meow.
you don't even want to
18.
attack near us. You're that opposed to being with us.
18 hits.
She's not friendly firing us.
6 damage.
There is that.
And which one are you attacking?
The farthest one
furthest
away
one.
from the other people.
Okay.
That proving
You blast a
offensive.
hole right through a chest where a heart would beat, but since a heart does not beat, it does not really slow down the zombie as it continues to move towards you and your party. Mordecai, it's your turn.
I'm going to take a cue from Marilyn. I'm going to shoot the same one that she did. It's the farthest away. So pull out my gun, try to go for a headshot, and double tap
Okay.
it
Always
with a 16.
16 hits.
Yes. With 7 piercing damage.
Okay. You pierce right through the eye socket, and if this thing was alive, it would be completely dead. But since it is undead, it continues to move towards you. A little slower than previously, but he's still moving toward you.
I use my battle action to position Battle Cat on the other side of Jumble. Resildred's on the left side, Battle Cat will be on the right side.
Okay. So Battlecat has now kind of moved away to try and deter any damage and do his safety dance.
That's right.
Gotcha. All right. The zombie with which was currently was the first attacked by Frankie. It'll now try to take attack. And Frankie, what did you see? Yep, it hits. Digs its hands into your shoulders for 5 damage with its little crappy nails that's probably covered in all kinds of gunk. But it digs them into your shoulders, trying to get a good grip on you so it can get a good bite into your neck. Currently.
Makes me 5, you said?
Yep.
Okay, I got it.
Need a rabies shot?
Yeah.
Yes.
The next one is going to try and make a swipe at Jumble after the damage he had done, but with only one arm, since the other arm is currently hanging at the waist. He's going to try and take a nice old swipe at the neck. to try and
Okay.
reach and get
I'm
some
gonna
skin.
attempt my sentinel attack on it
Yep.
as a reaction. Uh, 19.
That's a hit.
It takes 13 plus
Radiant.
4 radiant damage, so a total of 17 damage. 4 of
Oh
which is
yeah,
radiant.
you come up with an upswing as this thing tries to take a claw into Jumbo, which it missed by the way, but unfortunately it was not paying attention to you as you bring up that mace and boom, Crackum Revs has had enough to snap the neck completely back, and with this being radiant damage, it is dead.
Never
It is
winter flash.
it's almost like if that light could burn flesh, it would. But like, boom, it snaps the neck back. You see a bit of light come off from where that connected and just falls back. Boom, head
Well.
hanging off the back of near the shoulders, and then flump onto the ground.
I tip an imaginary hat at Zildred and much obliged, my friend.
Ah,
All right, the next one. This one is gonna come after our good friend Mordecai after seeing being shot. Not too keen on that, so he is going to try and aggressively try and grab you so he can hold you and get a nice bite.
Don't grab me.
Yeah. Roll strength, sir.
Oh no. 11.
You beat him out.
Wow.
You're able to swipe those hands away as don't touch me.
Battle catted
And,
him.
yep. And snap back on the shaky legs. And the last zombie is going to try and make a move for Maryland. And he is going to claw.
Hmm.
And he hits. And you will take a total of 7 damage. As he slashes at you across, getting a piece of your arm, cutting a tip of clothing from your shoulder pad as he gets a little bit of shoulder. And with that, we go back to the top of the ranks. It is your turn, Frankie.
All right. That's it, meathead. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna go and try to hit him in the head with my sword or through the head.
Do it.
17.
That's a hit.
Not very. 5.
Okay.
5 damage.
Like this sticks in the head, and you would think you would drop this thing, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
He stares at you at arm's length, still trying to reach, but that great sword is enough to keep him at arm's length. So he's just like, "Ooh," and he just can't get at you. You're like, you kind of hold him still with his sword stuck in his skull. So he still can't reach. You're kind of holding him at length.
So I'm puppeting a zombie right now.
Yeah, basically. It's kind of like that. Like you can't hit me. You can't hit me. You're just like holding at bay while he's just trying to like grab, and you're just like, nope. With that, Jumble, it's your turn.
All right.
Hmm.
Let's see. How is it? Just that one zombie near us, or are there a couple more near us still?
It's there's only 3 left, and there's only 1 near you, and the other 2 are near Marilyn and Mordecai. Eminem, you would say.
Well, see the one Frankie's got, and I'm just kind of almost take a baseball swing with my great sword to smack him off her sword.
Okay.
Ooh, 9.
No,
Yeah.
Mm.
completely miss.
Hmm.
With
Dang.
him trying to get at her and claw her away or whatever, you try and take that swing, but she's like awkwardly trying to position him away. So it's like it's hard. It's like a moving target kind of. She's just like just trying to get the blade out at the same time. Like it's just a lot of movement, unfortunately.
All right.
So
That's all I got.
okay, Zildred.
I'm going to. So the other 2 zombies ran past me towards Eminem, right?
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna go back there. Gonna come up behind one of them and attempt to smack him with a light bringer.
Okay.
I don't think I need to really. These guys aren't too scary, so I don't need to use any special things on him. Does a 13 hit?
Yeah, 13
Alright.
does hit.
All right, I'm gonna attack the one on, say, the left.
Okay.
The one. So there's the
I'm not
first.
gonna lie, they're both at the same health, so it really doesn't matter.
Okay. So a total of 12 damage, one of which is radiant.
Oh yeah. You come at there and you swipe with that light bringing mace, and again, it's if you would say it's like a knife cutting through butter for a mace, it basically is like a knife cutting through butter, even with the mace. That radiant is enough. It just burns that skin, but without actually burning it. But again, right through, shoulders wide, boom, head rolling, whipping in the air, down. Body drops.
I look at Battlecat and give him a finger gun.
He gives you a paw gun the best he can.
Oh my gosh, you guys in this cat. With that, Marilyn, it is your turn.
Okay, I want to do Eldritch Blast again.
Okay,
It's easy.
it's a simple.
It's your bread and
23.
butter.
That's
is.
definitely a hit. Wait, is that a nat?
No, I
Oh.
have a +5. Yeah, so no. And then I did 5 damage. Ooh.
Okay. Again, it pierced another hole through there. It's like 2 holes right in the chest. Boop boop. But it's still not bringing it down. But it definitely slowed it down a lot. This thing is like, it's barely standing. There's so many holes in this thing. It's almost like Swiss cheese at this point. And with that, Mordecai, it's your turn.
The one that attacked me is still in front of me, I take it.
Yep.
Now's your chance to
There's
impress the
it's
lady.
the only one standing by you now.
Oh. Well, I look at him and very, very confidently say, "Sir, you never touch a lady that way." I click my gun back and I fire. And I roll an at 20.
Yeah.
Ooh, well, roll to confirm the crit. Confirm.
And it's a 16 to confirm.
Yep.
Yay.
So that's
Yay.
14 damage.
Oh
Sweet.
yeah, this thing's done.
My cool catchphrase.
Zombie's like, and then boom, you completely a huge hole. Where that small hole was, magnified.
I use my charisma to give Marilyn a nice, like a nice smug look, like for an 18.
Oh yeah, this
I was
has
so
got
hoping-
gas down written all over it. You would think you're just smooth in the groove right now.
I'm still hoping for another natural one.
No
One
turds
time
coming out of
She
here.
would see you in a light where you actually might be worth something.
Mhm.
With that, we have only the one zombie still at arm's length. You know what? Roll athletics for me, Frankie.
Okay, you got it. Yeah. Athletics or acrobatics? Athletics?
I'll let you make a choice. Which one do you want to do?
I got a +3 in acrobatics. 20.
Oh man. Okay, so that sword's still stuck in his head. You do like some crazy ninja-like stuff where you actually are able to get your weight on top of the blade, pull back, and get around this thing from behind. So if you were trying to take a swipe at you, if you were there, you're no longer there. As you take your own weight, and as you do so, you pull the sword back with you as well, and get yourself into a battle stance from behind the zombie.
Right.
And with that, is your turn, Frankie.
All right, so I will go ahead and attempt to finish him off then.
All right.
Be a good roll. 7.
Nope.
Damn it.
So close
Just
yet so far.
Did the cool superhero landing and just.
Oh yeah, the whole 9 yards. Like you, again, this thing was at bay, and you're like, nope, I don't think so. And you whipped around behind him, ready to strike, and
I didn't have
you're
my
so
hood up,
focused on
that's
the
why.
landing. Yeah, there you go. You durfed it.
Durfed it.
So with that, it is your turn, Jumble.
All right. Try to come in overhead with great sword 11.
It.
Okay. Kind of 15 slashing damage.
Oh yeah, you cut through this thing like butter. Now I have to make. You're gonna be surprised. Just a.
Very surprised.
Mm.
Get my sword.
Nice.
Cut in half. You cleave this thing in half.
That sword.
And yet it actually falls back onto both sides and then takes its arms to hold itself together and turn back around towards Frankie, still try to move its legs to walk towards him.
That ain't right.
It is literally holding itself together. Literally. Zildred, it's your turn.
Oh,
All right. Is there enough? Do I have enough movement left or in me to get to this zombie?
Oh yeah, you guys aren't like really far away. I'd say like you're within like maybe 20 feet of each other. Between the party of Marilyn and Mordecai and you three, you're with your again. This is by the fire, so it's not like you guys have ran through the trees. You mainly stood your ground for the most part.
Okay. Is anybody in dire need of healing?
I'm at 11.
I'm at 11. I'll be fine.
We're at 11.
All right, I'll run over and I'll attack the zombie.
Okay.
21.
Definitely a hit.
And 12 damage, 2 of which is radiant.
Oh yeah, you come in swinging full force. You pop this thing in the chest so hard you hear the crack from the spine as you hit it hard enough to come through the flesh, hit the spine base, and actually pull the spine out of the body that's decaying currently. Because what was holding half, as it was holding itself, boom, you popped it. Skin falls down like a wet blanket, and then what's left of the spine just drops.
Damn, Mike Irons would be proud of that.
Well, that's one way to skin a cat.
Ba-dum. No point for you.
Aw.
No, I will say, Zildred, give yourself an inspiration point because you did use a weapon with radiant damage. So, and that happens to be a weakness of undead.
Good.
And with that, the zombies, what was left from you, where you hear the sound, has faded now and moved on, as only those 4 had granted notice of you.
Yeah, they don't want a piece of us anyway. Keep on moving.
I'll do my a kneeling prayer over these corpses, and after which I'll give both of the ladies 5 hit points for my lay on hands pool.
Ooh.
That'll leave me with 10 hit points left to heal with till I complete a long rest.
Thank you for that spiritual, alcohol.
Yes, I appreciate it.
The spirits.
I roll a quick
Spirits.
investigation on these bodies, see how long they've been, well, dead and undead. If I can tell, 15.
Yeah, looking over them, you definitely tell they've been undead for some time, and they've been roaming this land for what may seem like ages. There it is weird enough, like they were not freshly turned. These have been roaming these woods for some time.
Well, that's at least slightly reassuring that they're, not like recently killed villagers or something brought back
No,
from the dead.
these zombies have been in these woods for a long time, oddly enough. And again, it was like they were husks, no minds of their own, just completely just out of their own element.
They want your fan
It's as if-
club.
Yeah, they moved as if they were being drawn by someone, or as if they were being controlled by someone.
These things came out of the woods next to them.
Yes. If you see that path along there, the tree line right there, that's where they were. They came
Okay.
across that path, through those 4 trees, and then we're coming towards your party. There were more of them, but only 4 had caught your attention, or got their attention, I should say.
Perhaps we should progress forward before we're accosted by another group of zombies.
Well, I'm not touching them, but maybe somebody should try and loot the bodies and see if they have anything.
Roll
Wait, there were
investigation.
oh, okay.
Oh.
That's where the zombies are. Huh.
I see nothing.
What happened to them?
What is that, investigation?
Yeah, I rolled a
Yep.
nat 1.
10.
Funny too.
I think I see something on them over there.
12.
There's bodies.
Very good.
We're doing what now? That's kind of weird, guys.
At 12, I don't know if that's anything, but hey, it's kind of weird.
Mordecai, you're just like, zombies are gross. I'm not gonna get that, or you don't pay attention enough. Jumble, you
I didn't even look through them.
Oh, okay. Zildred, you look kind of not really how much there. Marilyn, you kind of like completely eye to see if there's any type of thing on them that you can grab or use, and yeah, they're just, it's mainly just skin. It's almost as if they had mushrooms and stuff growing on them as well. What like there is some moss and stuff, I would say. Whatever is skin, it's decrepit, so not a whole lot of good things grew on them. But like they've been roaming the woods for so long, anytime they stood still, like fungal and stuff actually was starting to sprout from them. So
What kind of mushrooms?
Is there a market for zombie-grown fungus?
Cordyceps.
I don't. Maybe. I mean, it's Barovia. It could be into that stuff.
I want my sword back. If it's still... Oh, I did get it back from. Never mind.
Mhm.
I want to get
Oh,
my,
yeah, you
my
pulled onto his
sword
head.
back,
You did a cool flip move on him, and you didn't hit.
and then I failed.
Okay, so with that, what is your next move?
I think we should move on towards that town. We don't want to stay in too long, but we can
Towards the
pass through.
village?
Yep.
Okay. With that, we are going to stop here. This is our stopping point currently.
Okay.
I'll be positioning you guys outside the village when you reach there, depending on the time it takes. But also, when I come back, I will be getting information as well in terms of goals and things like that within the story that you guys are going to have to know. Very important key points and elements that are going to help you either take this land back for its people or escape.
Okay.
So, with that, those are introduction to Strahd so far. What do you guys think?
Oh,
I
the
like it.
cards.
I
The
like it.
cards.
Fun fact about
We
those
sh-
cards.
Can we share
Even
those
if I were to
cards
do that
on-
beforehand, it asks me to have you guys draw those to even start this.
Wow.
Now,
Oh.
I could, yep,
Did these come in the
yes,
special edition?
it did.
Yeah.
Now, you can actually use playing cards as well. There is a thing in the book where you can use playing cards instead, but these cards actually do come with it.
I really like the artwork. on the
Yeah.
back.
Oh, yeah, it's so cool. Well, the thing is, the raven is actually the symbol for Barovia for the most part,
I got
which is named after Strahd's father.
two
That's
ravens
pretty
right back
cool
here.
back there. Yep.
Yeah.
Huh.
I was just wondering if we could share like pictures of those cards on our like Facebook page.
Yeah,
Or-
by all
Yeah.
means. Each card represents specific elements in the story. And again, the reason I wrote those down is because there's so many, depending on how these are drawn, determine certain locations. So I couldn't exactly tell you guys what they mean
Right.
without
What?
literally
Mhm.
having to read the book for almost an hour to be like, okay, they got it in this one, so this means
Yeah.
this. Okay, well, they drew this one at this position, so that means this one. So
Right.
like, I'm trying not to like give specifics like, okay, well, this is gonna, the whole thing is now determined like this. So I'm trying to like give tidbits to like sucker you guys in without giving the whole story.
Oh, sucker us in. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. You heard
Well,
that too.
I've already
Okay.
given as you guys have heard, like I've given tidbits of background information about certain things and elements that's intriguing in a sense. We now know we've heard a lot about Maryland. We've given some little tidbits of information about Mordecai as well as about Jumble. So, and then we now we know that Frankie and Zildred have a huge part, and as to what it could be, it is going to be determined. So,
Maryland's character is pretty sus.
Getting voted off.
Yeah.
no,
We
no,
don't
you-
have an air
Shoot her in
check for
space.
you.
Yeah.
Only person so far that's a wee bit suspicious is Mordecai. Everyone else is like, yeah, that checks. I trust her completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To myself for now.
Mm-hmm.
For now.
You and Battle Cat.
Yeah. Battlecat knows. He knows all.
And we'll be learning a lot more about her background in the next session as well. Because we're
Ooh.
going
me
to a
too.
certain village that Marilyn is quite familiar with. I'm very excited.
Oh,
With
I'm
that,
glad
I
somebody
really don't
is.
oh my god, I know. You're like, yeah, cool,
Yeah.
whatever.
And Brian's just like, "Whoa."
Oh my gosh, you have no idea. I've been waiting to start this. When we started the Mines of Pandolver, I'm like, man, I wish I thought it was gonna be like a quick one event. And it's like there's
No,
so many
man.
chapters of this. Oh my gosh. Like I can like this is free. This is free. There's so much content in that. And we
Yeah.
skip stuff. Pandolver's like, you can do a side quest, they can rescue a cat out of a tree, they can help an old lady get water. It's like, oh my gosh, like this is
Yeah, it
just
was-
gonna cut through the bull crap and go straight ahead.
It was really cool. For sure. I was going to play that.
Oh yeah, but oh man, there's so much, and we are going to start from. That's why we're going to that house first. It is one of the first, even without the cards, it is one of the first stops for people of low level. And since Frankie and Marilyn are, it's a good spot to do that. Yeah. And then with that, I will also. That's why we're going to enclose information upon you. But we're going to stop here. It's a little early this time because again, I don't quite have all the elements at the moment until I'm able to look at where the cards, how they were drawn, and the placement of certain items and elements and places that are needed to actually for you guys to achieve either escaping or defeating Strahd. So with that, thank you so much for joining us, Heather. Thank you to our new player, Jayla, for joining us. It was a blast. And you're on camera.
You're on camera.
Yeah. Wow.
It's
I'm
a
happy
super,
about it.
super bright light, so you're like a ghost figure, kind of. But that's
Yep.
okay.
I
Adds
couldn't
to
read
the-
my tarot card without it.
It was so funny because, like, I'm like, is she nodding yes or no? All I see is the head kind of like bob. Like, I'm just gonna take that as a yes. So
That's to the
Okay.
mysticism.
yes, ooh. But it was awesome. I really enjoyed this. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. And with that, that's all we have for you guys tonight. It's a little shorter, but we're gonna go full bar into the next session. And as well, we're also
Yes.
going to be doing Crash Pandas as well as our Easter event or April event.
We'll let you
Whatever.
know.
It's our one-off thing we're going to be doing. I'm so excited for that one. That literally is like raccoons, racing, and all kinds of other celebrity stuff as well. And we might even have other people from different stuff as well, such as our JR coming back and being a character this time. Instead of being a DM, he's going to be playing a raccoon. So
Yeah,
it's
he's
gonna
in the
be
chat.
awesome.
He says he can't wait.
Oh, I bet. Oh, if you saw the characters, man, you're gonna crack up.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna draw them at random. So, and some of them, like I've said, have accents. So we don't know. Like, one's Russian. One is actually a Russian
Ah.
raccoon, and his name literally is Raccoon Wolf in Russian, which is like Volva. I can't pronounce the last one, but there's a celebrity that's has a phone and gets bonuses for using the phone while doing stuff. So they're like a celebrity raccoon. We got an admirer of a certain racer from Fast and Furious who gets bonuses for being in that type of like trying to mimic them. We got a person who's huge and yeah, exactly. We have someone huge into racing that just wants to win a race and is a mechanic. Another one
I want to go
who-
fast.
Yeah, exactly. But like he has big dreams of like winning a race ever since he was young. A few others like that. It's gonna be a blast, and the cars we're using is just a hoot. monster
Pretty fun.
trucks. A certain mobile that has bats on it, I believe,
Hmm.
will also be in this as well. So,
Aw.
Ice cream
a
truck?
Ferrari.
Bad.
No ice cream truck, though we do have an environmentally safe van as well as a Bronco. So,
It's fantastic.
You can use the carpool lane.
oh yeah. Oh, and another thing too that's fun about this is it only uses D6s to roll for what we do. And then on top of that, when this is done with Crash Pandas, every raccoon that's in the car determines how the car is turned, how fast the car goes, so on and so forth. I'm also going to be making cards that have items on them. Some of them are labeled on the sheet that we use, and other ones are surprise items we use to upgrade the car later on.
Nice.
So, yeah, I'm drawing them all out. It's going to be crazy. I'm super excited.
Come on, rocket engine.
That is one of the items. That's what's insane. A rocket is actually an item that the raccoons can carry. One's cough syrup.
Cough syrup.
They should make a bullet from Mario Kart.
You actually probably could if you wanted. I know in
Turtle
one of the
shell.
campaigns I watched, they had a full sail on top of their car. So if, in case they ran out of gas, they can just get stolen.
Nice.
Oh, it was ridiculous. I mean, they were throwing like tubs of ice cream out the back of the truck at people. Like, I think they killed one guy by throwing a spear through the front of his windshield. So,
Oh, wow.
God.
oh
It's
yeah,
all Mad
like,
Max.
that's what I'm saying. This is Fast and Furious meets Mad Max, and having everyone like determine. On top of that, too, when you pick the number for what you're doing for your actions, no one sees that except you. So when you lift up your hand, depending on the turn order, you have no idea. Someone could hit the brakes. Someone could be turning hard left. Someone could be turning hard left as well. So you start doing donuts instead. Like it just depends.
God.
Oh, it's awesome. It's so much fun. It's hilarious. And again, you're raccoons. Everyone else is human. So you literally are raccoons hijacking a vehicle.
Nice.
That's
Oh, it's awesome. But
Oh.
I guess with that, we are done for the night. Thank you guys so much for watching. It was a blast. We're going to have more. There's going to be a lot more stuff happening for Strahd. I'm very excited to be starting this finally. We got some great characters, great friends. I'm also going to try and bring other I won't say celebrities, but like local figures as well into this. I got to talk to them as guest characters. So, with that, thank you so much for joining us.
Well.
It's been a pleasure. You have a tiny sword, yes, Rick.
Yes.
Yes.
Mighty tiny swords.
The letter opener of power.
See, now it's bigger.
Let's
It
say to
is.
literature.
I don't have one of those. One day. But all right, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you
Well.
next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.